Nations opened this for the 10th annual GSport Awards. Now, the awards are, of course, South Africa's longest-running women's sports awards, launched in 2006 to raise the profile of South African women in the game and significantly encourage corporate South Africa to back female athletes. GSport for Girls founder and boss lady, as I like to call her, Kass Naidoo, joins us right here on SportsLive, as well as 2013 Winner Maphaseka Makhanya. Ladies, thank you for joining us on SportsLive. When you're regular here, we should just keep your chair there, Maphaseka, and give you a slot.
I think so, hey.
Let me start with you, Kass. I mean, we were discussing just before we started, 10 years. I remember it was still, a notion bouncing around in that head of yours. And here it is.
It's amazing. I was thinking about it earlier today. We gave out one award in 2006. We've got 15 awards to give out this year, plus some special recognition awards. And still we don't feel like we've gone to any great lengths because women's sports still has such a long road to go. But I mean, 10 years, goosebumps, and sitting next to one of the former winners, I think it's a great opportunity to once again look back at those that were honoured by GSport and to give them a platform to raise their profile once again.
I think we'll bring Maphaseka right there. I mean, what do these awards really mean to you as a woman in sports? I mean, we can always talk about, she had a good season, therefore she should be nominated. But what are these specifically, because they're directed to you women?
For me personally, they mean so much. It's not just Maphaseka out there, but for every sportswoman in South Africa. There are awards, our netball awards, athletics awards, but when it comes to GSports Awards, it's all the sportswomen in South Africa gathered together, competing against each other and being nominated or awarded for their hard work. And just being nominated for the GSports Awards, it's a great gesture. It's something big to be one of the best athletes female athletes in South Africa.
I mean, in 2013, that's when you won it. I mean, you sit back and you look back now. What do you think? I mean, I know that you still have hopes of getting some more. I know you're very ambitious. You want award after award after award.
They can never be enough, eh? I think my cabinet is still empty. But what was the question?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's move on to Kass. Kass, we sit here today, as we said, we're celebrating what you've done and continue doing to put the spotlight in especially female sport. There's obviously, as Maphaseka is saying, there can never be enough done. I mean, especially the disparities is huge. I mean, we see it every single day with sport. But it's getting there, and your awards proving it, as you said, over 15 awards now. I think you also increased this awards for our female colleagues as well in this year's awards.
It was a big decision for us. We had a review process last year. One of the big things is women in media are doing so well. So we've expanded it. From one award, it's now 4 awards. We're honouring women in media and social media, print, radio and TV. Yeah. I think also what's important about GSport, every day we seek to raise the profile of women in sport by telling good stories. On the day of the GSport Awards, it's when we laud icons and role models. And I think young girls are looking for women they can aspire to be like. I know young runners who want to be the next Maphaseka. As she said, she still wanted to win a few more GSport Awards. But let's encourage each other to compete with each other fairly, but also to support each other. And that's what the GSport Initiatives is about. And
I think Maphaseka right there, it also puts a bit of the spotlight on you, as Kass is saying, because all of a sudden, you get about Maphaseka, having won an award. And again, that's the publicity there, especially with that you guys need, because you're always competing against the guys for that small. I mean, the pie is so small, and you're still competing with them. But realistically, for you as women, there's plenty that you guys can do, and riding on the back of GSports as well.
I'd like to applaud Kass and her team with the GSports, because when I read in the GSports website every day, I get to know new athletes, new females that I've never heard about, and for me personally, they have raised my profile in a very huge manner. We get sponsorships through GSports. People know about Maphaseka, the communities know about Maphaseka, even the private sectors know about Maphaseka, because for some of the athletes, especially sports people, we don't care much about social media, which plays a big role in the society these days. So GSports is playing that role and lifting up the barriers and the profiles of female athletes, because they say it's a men's world, but when you think about it, it's a women's world.
I think I saw in the video when they said something about Tintumfaz or Tintimbogota. I'm not going to go in there. As you know, I'm wearing a pink shirt, so
look at that.
Amanda to you.
Big up. I think that just earned you an invite to the 10th GSport Awards. Done.
I'm going. But before we wrap up, Kaz, quickly, I'm to touch on something important there. You know, corporate South Africa. How tough has it been, or how the doors must be obviously slowly opening up? We saw the Minister of Sport as well also endorsing G Sports for Girls in that particular clip. But there's still a long road, and I know you're very ambitious as well. You'd like to take it to the next level. Where to from here? Because 10 years on, I'm sure you're thinking now,
We have done a lot of work. We've told over 5,000 stories on the GSport website. With the Minister's endorsement, it allows us to move from being a Gauteng-based initiative. I think a lot of people think we focus on Joburg. We really want to be countrywide, and we want to tell so many stories that nobody can ignore our female athletes. GSport was conceptualized to encourage corporate South Africa to back our athletes. Yeah. Every story that is told, corporate South Africa's got to go, I want to back her, and my money is going into women's sport. Listen, you guys still have all the money in sport, right? Yeah. We just need just a small part of that pie.
We'd like the Deputy Minister of Communications here. We'd like to have more money as well. But I'll tell you what, quickly, nominations open today. We're going to ask the director to put the website up. I'm sure that a lot of people, because in fact, there is already a nomination that came through today, yes?
A couple.
Yeah.
In fact, I start getting obsessed at this time because every day there's a new nomination. I love the fact that the dads and the moms and the grannies nominate. So we have an award for them this year. It's called the Supporter of the Year Award for moms, dads, friends who drive you to practice, help fund your trips when there aren't any sponsors. Supporter of the Year, that's a big award.
There's your website already on air right there. As you can see some of the pictures. Congratulations as well to Dodano, who retired as well. I see you were one of the first people to have it on air as well. And great achievement indeed. Maphaseka Makhanya, as well as Boss-Lady, founder of GSport Kass Naidoo, speaking to us right in SportsLive. Unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to leave it.
Thanks.
I know that there's a couple of things that you still would like to have a chat with you about. I think tomorrow you've got another special guest. You bring to us right here on SportsLive. Yeah,
we're hoping to bring through Caster Semenya. We have told her, you've called, and she's answered the call.
Well, there you have. Caster Semenya will be coming to speak to us right here on SportsLive. Another nominee was she's a former winner, isn't she?
Caster. She won in 2012, yes. So exactly. As the Maphaseka says, they're all still gunning for the next one.
They greedy, man. Maphaseka, ladies, thank you very much for joining us right here in SportsLive. Wishing the best of luck for the 2015 season. That's Kass Naidoo, founder of G Sport for Girls, as well as Maphaseka Makhanya, G Sports 2013 victor, speaking to us right in the show. We take a quick break. When you return,